Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm quite excited to show you this journal that I've made. It's like a flip journal. So I just used cardstock for the cover and I sewed. I have a machine now. I got one for Christmas, so I'm doing lots of sewing, which I just love. So I zigzagged the paper, the scrapbook paper, onto the cover, and then I added lots and lots of fabric. Here's a spot of glue, which sometimes I like to leave around because it makes it look like a work thing. And then I distress it. More fabric. This one I glued on. Little bit of gauze, bit of pink underneath, and the chipboard heart. And so here I used bits and pieces of material, and I glued this on to the spine, and I just added some more here, just bits and pieces. This is the back, which again is zigzagged on, and a little bit of extras there. And this one is really dark and grungy. So the closure is just the grey ribbon, and you can see all the bits and pieces of material there. So there we go. This is an envelope. My hubby actually photostated the picture onto here, and then I made it into a smaller envelope because it was a big one and it was too big to fit here, so I made it smaller. And here you can put whatever you want inside. I must say this was inspired by Luna. If you haven't seen her videos, you should, because she does beautiful journals, and although it's very different from hers, it was inspired by her. Bit of ephemera here, so there's a pocket. This paper is the English Garden. It's really beautiful. And then we have two little tags there. Open that, folded it, and again it's sewn, zigzagged on. There's a rabbit because there are rabbits throughout this. Unfortunately, I had a stamp, so I stamped everything, and that just comes out, and we got a little tag and a round there. This beautiful, I'm really chuffed with this. I just added lace to the tag. Oh, I must glue that on again. I added lace to the tag, the cream lace just from my stash, and I put pink lace down here just to bring a bit of color in. Here's another tag. Put that in. And then of course the flower, which I flattened, because sometimes the flowers are too high, and then I have to flatten them, otherwise it makes the journal too chunky. And you can see here, I don't know if you can see this, but I tore some paper off, a layer of paper off the top, and then I used my distress ink to go over it and make it look really tatty. And this is a tuck spot, so something can be put in here. And of course the material that I have in my stash, and this is sewn on as well. Turn that over, and we have my little pin here with a heart charm. We have this ephemera. This opens, and there's a pocket here with writing paper. Here is a tag, stamps that I put onto here, distressed. Put that back there. This goes there, just writing paper. And that goes there. And of course, this is just a bit of ephemera. 2 circles, and you can use this anywhere, so it can go as to hold something in place. I added it here, and of course your envelope to put whatever you want inside. Lots and lots of distressing with the Tim Holtz distresser. This is a little folder which I also fancied up with a bit of lace. Just added all different types of paper and a stamp there, and that opens, and I did that. This, I didn't use gesso with this, I just stuck it straight on with the glue and just distressed it and stamped. This is also a tuck spot. And this is some string. Right. You see how I've distressed the pages quite heavily there. I really like that look. I've used a bit of washi tape there. Lots of journaling space. Here's a paper which I've stenciled. A doily. I love stenciling the doilies. Most of my journals have them. And again, ribbon, lace, and a squashed flower. And more lace that's been sewn on. Isn't this pretty? Strawberries. I had to fortify this a little bit. So again, I stuck on the tape with glue and then distressed it. Open that out. There's stitching here. Material. Then we have a pocket here with lace, and this is a doily that I've kind of cut into pieces. Behind this is, oops, wrong way around, it's very pretty, from another collection. And then I put a bit of voile. I stitched it on here, and I left a little pocket here, and I just put a rabbit and writing paper, so that can go in there, and that goes in there. How's that? Fabric again, and it is a pocket, so you can put whatever you want in there. And again, a whole collage of lace and buttons and tags and stuff. Got a lot of material in here, a lot of lace, lots of stitching. This took me a while. Again, stenciling with a different type of stencil, little belly band, again lace, not lace, fabric. And this is that eyelash lace, or whatever you call it, and I just squashed it up and glued it down. There's a little bit of okay, I'm not going to take it out, but anyway, here's an index card, and this is more journaling space that you open out. You can see the heavy distressing on there. I really like this old picture. Oh, this is Helsinki in Finland. More stenciling, fabric pocket with just bits and pieces on it. I think it's very nice. I hope you like this. There you go. Fabric again with lace. This has got a lot in it. This is a dialogue box. I don't know if you can see that there. So I used it as a little, do you like my jar? And journaling space, and of course room to journal, photograph, and write on here too. And I used a doily as a tuck spot, which I again heavily distressed, some fabric and a button. And then this is part of the collection. I sewed this on here from the doily and fabric, and it's just got two little papers as well that I tore up to write on. Take that, more lace. I like the zigzag. Anyway, this is another tuck spot with fabric and that doily that I'm busy cutting up. And a pocket. This is also a little, I left it open so you can, whoever can put whatever they want in there, with a rabbit, my business card, and a paper to write on. Just two little, you can I suppose use it as a tuck spot, but anyway, ephemera. This is really cool stuff. It says seeds. The ephemera I've used in here is mainly to do with flowers and seeds, because this is, the paper collection is called the English Garden. So let's take that over. Again, I used some masking tape, which I glued on and then distressed, just to fortify it a bit. This opens out, so we have two pockets, and something can be written here with two tags. And some ephemera for writing on. So that closes there, and I don't know if you can see the mouse on there. It's really cute. I love this paper. I'll be doing a few more journals with it. These are ATC cards that I bought at an old bookstore, and of course I've just cut them out and they make really nice journaling spots. This opens and you have more journaling, all photographs. Oops. I tell you, when you don't have nails, you feel like you're all thumbs. This is a pocket here, and this is from the Tsunami Rose collection, the folder, which I photostated. And actually this I stuck on coffee dyed paper because I just didn't, too white. Here we have a pocket here, there's a pocket there and another pocket there. Here I used a flower stamp to fancy it up. So this is a material pocket with lace on it, a little bit of ephemera from the collection. Here's another one of those vintage ATC cards, they're really cool. And just some journaling paper. Here, now we come to the really grungy section of the journal. I just love this. So what I did here, I got two papers and I glued them together just in the middle here, just so that they would stay put, and then I zigzagged the edges. Here I made 3 pockets, or 2 pockets actually, so you can slip stuff inside. And then of course we've got the fabric, and I went crazy with the Tim Holtz distress ink, as you can see, and I just love this dark stuff, I really do. So that opens there, little pocket, another vintage postcard. Can you see how beautiful and dark it is? This section, I like to think of this as an old city, and that's a new city. Okay, and then turn that over, and there's just 2 tags in there that I use as my script stencil. This is a big tag, a doily, lace, and my flower, which I had to squash. I didn't add anything on here because I love this, because I thought maybe I should add stuff, but no, I decided not to. And as you see, very, very grungy-fied. Lots of journaling spaces, that stitching. I put fabric on here, very simple, and I just stitched. Now this is where the flip part comes. So let me show you this quickly. Here's my little tag. There is a tag here on the side. Yes. And then of course you've got your pocket here. Then underneath that is an envelope that you can put whatever you want. This tag serves as the closure for that. Lace and just a little bit, itsy bits are cut out. And then what happens is you open it like so. So the packet is here again. Another tag in there. And this is a tuck spot, fabric and lace, and just some ephemera. Okay, and that opens 3 ways. So it's like a trifold. I used a stamp and I made just a little pocket there, which I thought was quite cute. So tell me what you think about the really grungy look of this. I love it. I hope you do too. We won't go there yet. And then this opens out to there. And then we have more pages to write on, more fabric. And this is the trifold. So here is I cut this out. A corner pocket, and then I put the rabbit stamp. Can you see that? And I added the fabric and the stamp on here as well. This is just a very simple page with your doily and the fabric and the button. And then here, well, you've seen that. Okay, that's all the pockets and stuff in there. And you've seen that side, which I think looks splendid. And then this folds back. Where's the center? Into the, well, it can actually fold back in any spot, wherever you want it to fold back into. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it in there, and that flips over to there. Then here I just made this, I suppose you could call it like a band, a belly band. Again, the stamp and a tag, and this also comes out, which I think makes this whole thing interesting. And then I added, let me just show you, this is a vintage postcard. And there's fabric here, which I sewed onto the cardstock. Pocket, and this opens up. And here you have again a vintage postcard. I suppose you can always put a star on that. Here's the more lace and doily bits, the rickrack, and this is a pocket. This is also a pocket. So you've actually got 3 pockets that you can hide stuff in. So these are like secret pockets, because you wouldn't think that underneath here are pockets as well. So that's that. And then we have a corner one with an index card with a little rabbit on the back that closes. And then we have a pocket here. I added some washi tape. And this is just a plain page, which again I used my stencil on. And this closes and it opens that way. So that can be for writing, photographs. There's another pocket here. More writing paper with a rabbit. And this is the last page. And we have one more pocket there. So that's it. That's my flip journal that I had a really great time making. It did take a bit of time. It has a lot in it, a lot of fabric, a lot of lace and doodads. So if you're interested in buying this, please inbox me or message me or let me know. And once again, thanks very much. I really appreciate the time you've taken to watch this, and give me a like if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe, because when I reach 100, I will be giving away a journal, and I'll be doing a second prize as well, which will be a random like draw. So thanks very much. Bye bye.